Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on this channel and thanks for tuning in again. So in today's video I'd like to give you a little rundown of my current hairstyle because the day before yesterday I actually paid a visit to the local barber shop and I have made some changes about my hairstyle that in my opinion have a pretty big impact on the way that my head looks and on the way that my hairstyle looks. So I decided that it would be a neat idea to just let you guys know what I have changed and what the measurements are and what I tell my barber, because that seems to be something that a lot of you guys seem to be interested in. So first off, the general measurements of my hairstyle. I think the most important thing to know is that this is called a zero fade, or in my case a razor fade. Now what does that mean? That basically means that you use your clippers to fade the hair from a zero setting on your clippers, so basically from right on the skin to about 1 inch at this position. Now there are 3 different ways that your barber can do this, and that's where the difference between zero fade, skin fade and razor fade come into play, because there is a difference, although it is a very tiny difference. With a zero fade you use the regular hair clippers that you would use with other fades as well. So if you were not to start with a zero setting on the sides, those clippers, so the big ones. Secondly, a skin fade is exactly the same as a zero fade, just with one tiny difference, which is the machine that is used to do the fading. Because in this case, your barber will use a smaller machine, a machine that is typically used for details, because it has a smaller blade and can therefore trim more closely to the skin. And thirdly, a razor fade is where the area under your fade, so this area, is actually even shaved, either with an electric shaver or with a straight razor, depending on which one you want to get. So in my case, I actually do have a razor fade, which means that this is actually my skin and there is no stubble or anything left. But in general, I would say it doesn't really make too much of a difference. It's just that your hair will take longer to grow in the lowest area of your hairstyle. The hair on my head has a length of about 4 to 5 inches, depending on the season. Right now, it's, I think, closer to the 4-inch mark because we are approaching summer and I want to keep things a little bit shorter. There is actually no length difference between the top, the front of my head and the back, or the crown, because yeah, I usually don't get that cut that all the guys on YouTube get, so there is no length difference from here to there. However, my hair is thinned out with a special pair of scissors so that it's not as heavy, because I do have a lot of hair on my head. What has changed with my recent visit to the barber shop is the position of my side part. As you can see, I have a side part, and this actually used to be on this side of my head until about a year ago, because a former barber of mine put it there in the first place, and then I rocked a razor part for a couple of months, so the part was actually shaved with a straight razor. And one time, I think I even did this myself, it was shaved a little bit too widely, so I decided to grow it out. And my new barber then suggested me to just switch the position of my side part to this side of my head in order to cover the area that I wanted to grow out. And with my recent visit, I talked to him again about how my hair works and about some issues that I had, because I actually had some issues with the hair on the crown of my head, because this used to be kind of flat and it just wouldn't do the things that I wanted it to do. So he basically took a quick look at how my hair works in its natural state, and we discovered that I actually have a cowlick on this side of my head. It's pretty far in the middle, which is probably the reason why my former barber put the side part on this side of my head. But it turns out that if it still were on this side, or if we were to put it on this side again, the distance of my side part to my crown would actually be a little bit longer than if it were on this side. So that's the reason why we decided to still leave it on this side, but the natural way that my hair wants to fall into place is actually that the side part should be a little bit higher than it was before, and it's also slightly curved. This is actually a really nice example of how a good but not great hairstyle can still cause you issues and even work against you, because the reason why my hair didn't obey me in the first place is that I wanted to force it in a direction that it didn't want to take naturally. Because when my side part was lower, the hair that actually wanted to fall down was forced in this direction, and so it just didn't hold because the follicle was forced in a direction that it didn't want to take. So this is really useful to keep in mind, and if you still have issues with your current hairstyle, simply consult your barber about what your hair wants to do in its natural state and try to support your hair instead of working against it. Anyways guys, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up, or if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to see more videos like this one. And if you have any questions about my current hairstyle, just drop them in the comment section down below and I will make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching guys, I will see you next time and bye bye.